too, you know?
Yeah, and objectively speaking, the cloud is definitely much safer than keeping things on-prem, but I think the misconception of where people run into issues when moving to the cloud is thinking that just because they go to the cloud, it's safe. I mean, there's still measures you have to take. Right. And no matter, whatever is the next step after the cloud even, is going to be, there's always going to be measures that you need to do to make sure everything's safe.
Listen, I'm with you on that. The whole thing, we have all these things in place is to buy you time, right? Just because you have a lock on your doors and your windows in your house doesn't mean that somebody's not going to get in, right? Somebody really wants to get in, they're going to get in. They might break a window or knock down the door, but they're going to get in, right? We have all these things in place to buy us time, right? So we can react to either kick somebody out of the house, right? Or wait for help to come. Things like that. So we have all those things in general, like antivirus buys you time, right? Let's say like somebody puts malware on your computer, right? Buys you time, quarantines that right away. It's like, all right, well, why is the malware there? We have some time to figure that out. How'd they get in? Is there a vulnerability, right? Go on and on and on. Same thing with firewalls, right? Firewalls they keep out a lot of stuff, but they're not perfect either. People with firewalls still get hacked all the time anyways, right? Just takes one person to learn about them and then be like, well, they look for this, but they don't look for this, right? And then before you know it, you get past the firewall. Then you have us, right? The SOC team. They're kind of like in the middle between like the AV and the firewall. It's like everything that's kind of like inside we're kind of looking at. And that's why I think we're so valuable, is because we're seeing all these stuff. And just because you have a program looking at everything doesn't mean it's going to catch something that's like a gut feeling, like something doesn't feel right, you know, like always trust your gut. But all that stuff buys you time, because even with all that stuff, things still get by SOC analysts too. Like, we're not perfect. I'd like to think we are, but we're not, you know. You know, it buys you time, and that's why you have all that stuff. Like, so even putting it to the cloud, you might get rid of a lot of risk, right? Some other companies getting that risk. So now they have to find a way to buy themselves time as well.